I think also something really important to take in this season is doing a look through at what energy you're surrounding yourself with, whether it be your habits, whether it be your hobbies, whether it be the people that you have around you, and really seeing, can I grow from the people around me, and do they instill life in me, or are they draining me? I think that in the leveling up and in the stage of blossoming and sprouting and growing, you don't always grow with everyone that was with you in another sector of your life. And that can be really uncomfortable to process and really disheartening at times, because sometimes they become a clutch, they become a crutch, an emotional crutch, and something that just feels familiar. But in the familiarity, you sometimes have a tendency to stay the same. And think about it this way. If you really wanted to work out, but you're around someone that it's like, it's fine, it's fine. Eventually, the it's fine is going to hit you. It's very rare to have the personality trait where even if all these people are saying this, that you're going to go and do the opposite. So I'm not saying do an inventory on your people and just X everybody out and say, screw the world, it's me against me, and that's it, you know? But I think sometimes it's truly being honest with yourself and saying, is this person nice to me? Is this person happy for me? Is this person being honest with me when they see that I'm not reaching my full capacity? And are they helping me in a positive way to want to be better, do more, and truly step in my biggest light that I can be? Or are they only allowing me to shine as bright as it makes them comfortable? Because everybody that I have around me, I want to shine bright like the Empire State Building. And there is this saying that it says, if you light a candle, if you help another candle light, and if you're a candle, guess what? The room gets brighter. So it is never going to dim your light. But if you have people around you that whenever you say something, it's stupid. Whenever you share something, oh my God, here we go. Or whenever you have good news to share, they kind of don't want to celebrate it. Or they're just like, yeah, okay, anyways, moving on. Or don't acknowledge it. I would say communicate and talk about it. But even sometimes, like, they're not going to see it. So you have to see it. You can only make excuses for people for so long and understand where you just no longer are growing in. And I think that's a big part of growth, because if your soil is dirty, it ain't going to grow a strong plant. And that's just the reality of it. You can put alkaline water on it. You can pray for it every day. You can brush the leaves. It ain't going to grow. So understanding what soil and what mixture of energy you're putting in where you're trying to grow is so, so, so important. Because if you surround yourself in the same token with people that are a lot higher than you, but don't want you to grow and rather see you as like the little peon, that's not going to work either. Because you're buying expensive soil, but you're not putting water, you're not feeding it love. So it's like really finding the right equation and being honest with yourself that like sometimes it ain't just meshing, and that's okay. But I'm going to go over here because I feel better over here, you know? And there's times where I've had to take a step back from people that were of high caliber or in better places than me, because I genuinely could see that they didn't want me to grow, and it intimidated them for me to ever be in their level. And that's also not good. You know, they have that saying, don't be the smartest in the room. But in the same token as well, I don't want to be the dumbest in the room and that everybody pushes me to the corner. So it's understanding where you're valued and where you're seen. Because if I'm not seen in the room, why am I in this room? I'd rather be somewhere where people are like, I see you and I want to help you. I see you. Let's help each other. I see you. Like, I fuck with you. And like John Maxwell says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Jim Rohn has that famous quote, you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So keep that in mind with the circle that you're creating. We're all about leveling up. We're all about growing, empowering one another. I'm so excited about all the guests that we have in this season and in this episode, but there's a new little part that we are going to be introducing in my solo episodes, and it is a segment called Similarly Curious, where you guys are going to be submitting audio messages where you guys can send in a question that you guys are curious about and have me answer it. I can give you my perspective, my opinion, and we can just chat about it. You guys already do this so much on DMs that we just decided to bring it onto the show because somebody may have the same question as you or maybe going through a similar thing like you. Okay, so for Similarly Curious, I have not, Scout's honor, not heard these messages at all. This is the first time listening to them. Any messages that we've got have gone through my producer, have not played them whatsoever, and these are all anonymous.
I have a friendship that has kind of been on the rocks for a while, and now that person is going through a really, really hard breakup. I'm having trouble trying to find the balance in supporting her in this really difficult season of her life, but also knowing that we were having some issues. It's just felt like I am being a fake friend as I try to support her, and hearing things that happened in her relationship or some of the things that happened in our friendship. And so I essentially have just not said anything because I don't want to add to the impact of what she's already feeling. And so it has weighed on my mind, and it's been very challenging knowing how to navigate both of those situations. So what advice would you give if you already felt like your friendship was broken, but now you're trying to be a friend to offer her support in this time? I guess I'm just a little confused as to what I need to do.
I think for me as an empath, I understand that hard line because you already see somebody down. So you don't want to push them down even more. Especially the hardest part is when you hear them say an example. And for example, in this situation, she said that she was sharing something about that's happening in the relationship and it's happened also in the friendship. And it's like, hello, how can you not see that what you're doing here is more of a repetitive pattern of the person's character, whether it be out of fear, out of this, out of that, you know? And I think that when she said that, I was like, oh my God, that's happened to me so many times. Not so many times with a lot of friendships, but I mean like when I've had it where I'm like, you're complaining about this and I have the same problem with this, but you're not seeing the connection of it. And I'll even put myself in that I have been told by others in the past, this is happening here and this is happening in our friendship as well. And I think for me, it was more like attitude when I was younger. But in the state of a friend that you are in right now, I think that there has to be a line of boundary so that you don't feel like you have to overextend yourself and be there for them and dismiss how you're feeling. I think that there is, if done with love, a way for you to not dismiss the way you guys are feeling and be able to talk about it in a loving manner. I learned this in therapy, the sandwich mechanism, which is when you need to confront somebody about a problem that you're having with them. And they either are a sensitive personality, an emotional personality, or maybe it might be a weird topic, is the sandwich. And the sandwich is the meat is in the middle and the bread and the condiments are on the outside. So what does that mean? That after every layer, you share something that you appreciate about the person. Now, you don't say it in a condescending way like, you suck at this, but I love you. Like, no. You do it in, hey, I want to have an open communication and conversation with you because I love you. But there are some things that have really affected me and I feel are affecting our friendship. And I know you're going through a really tough time right now in your relationship, but I feel like for me to be able to be your friend, I need to be open and honest with you. Now, you cannot say ever when you are saying how you feel, use a comparison of their relationship. In your brain, you have to act like you don't know in this moment what she is going through in her relationship and say, this is what happens with this and this is what happens with that. There is a chance that she will not be open, that she will not be receptive, and that she will not understand how you're feeling because in her brain, she's already attacking herself and going through the attacking of her partner of whatever clash they are having. But I don't believe that you should ignore your sentiment and the relationship that you and your friend are having in the clash just because they're going through something. I think that it can be done with love and whether it be in the best format that you believe, but you ultimately will not be a good friend to her unless you actually address the issue at hand. Because one day she's going to tell you something about her partner and you're going to blow up and everything is going to come at it. And at that point, there is not going to be any repair to the friendship. And at the end of the day, there's friends that I have argued with. There's friends that I have not seen eye to eye with. And there's friends that I've even had to take some time away from in different instances where they've been going through something or I've been going through something. But everything that I could say for the friendships that I love and care for is that the friendships I've loved and cared for, and even if it's taken me some time, we've communicated with love. And those are still my friends to this day. So I hope that helps. And for anybody else that may have gone through a similar situation, let me know what you would do and if you have any other questions.